Grand Teton, we headed down to Moab, Utah, where I got in very late, but the views driving in were very nice. I found this little BLM site a little bit outside of Moab, and I had to set up in the dark, which was not very fun, but overall it slept pretty good. Got the desert fit with the new boots. Grand Teton wrecked my feet, so I went and invested in some new hiking boots that fit a little better. Went from Cold Mountain Outfits to now we've got Desert Fit going on, matching socks. And we're gonna go hit Arches National Park, then Capitol Reef National Park, and Canyonlands, and then tomorrow we'll do Bryce Canyon. So we're gonna pack it in here, pack up the tent, and let's hit the road. One mistake I did make while I was in Moab was Arches' timed entry, and I read the website wrong, thinking that my National Park Pass excluded me from that, but it did not. So when we got to Arches, I was denied entry. So we went over to Canyonlands first instead, and we were going to go to Arches later that afternoon after the timed entry ran out. It was actually pretty warm this day in Canyonlands. There's obviously not a lot of shade. It's the middle of the desert and canyons everywhere. So we made sure to have lots of water and sunscreen. Before hitting the trails in the park, we were enjoying the views out by the visitor centers. You can see some of the dirt roads down there in the canyons. There's about 100 extra miles of just off-road vehicle-only trails, which unfortunately the Prius, you cannot do that. So we were stuck on the main road. I'm in Canyonlands National Park. We're doing the Upheaval Dome Overlook Trail. Not very long, it's like a mile and a half. And then we're gonna find another trail to do, and then we'll go to Arches. We were going to do Arches this morning, but the entry people were being dickheads, so we're doing that this afternoon. But beautiful day, 70, sunny, kind of warm still. All right, we made it to the top of the second overlook. We got like 0.8 miles to get back to the car. Got a really nice canyon view, the La Salle Mountains in the distance. A little bit of scrambling up some red rock on this trail, not too bad. A lot of people on it this morning, but really nice. We're on the Aztec Butte Trail now, 2-mile loop. It's getting hot now. It's still technically like 70 degrees, but the sun is quite warm. I'm getting a little hungry. Once we're done with this hike, we'll do a little bit more driving through the park, and then I think that we will go into Moab for lunch, get some lunch there before we head into Arches National Park. actually liked Canyonlands a lot more than I expected to. I expected to love most of the mountain parks like Grand Teton and Yellowstone way more than I loved Canyonlands, and they still were my top two, but the views in this place were just absolutely amazing. Like, it was unmatched. It looked alien, it looked out of this world, and I was so glad that I had the opportunity to explore it. And I did a lot of the hiking trails, and it was definitely an experience that I will never forget. And I would love to go back one day with a four-wheel drive vehicle and be able to go down some of those trails in the bottom of the canyon, because you can just get so much more out of it that way. From here, we went into Moab to get some food, and we will see you in the next video in Arches National Park.